Good evening to everyone. Namaskar and Sat Sri Akal. Today video I have come up with a detailed list of questions expected to be asked from the international students. This video is in the English language. Reason being, at the airport nobody is going to ask you in Punjabi or Hindi. Of course, I'll be telecasting it next day in Hindi, then it will go to Punjabi. But today I'll be covering all the questions in English. First of all, why CBSA official ask you questions at the airport and why they check your documents? You see, right from your letter of acceptance to the visa application, everything is digital online. You have never provided any original document except your passport for obtaining study permit for Canada. So that is the only point. When you arrive in Canada, show to them your original certificates and documents. They tally it and then they will permit you to enter Canada. That's the main reason why CBSA is the last official to see your original documents. You see, here you remember, nobody is checking your any document in original except your passport. After completing your studies, availing your postgraduate work permit if applicable, at that time you will be submitting your application for permanent residency. At that time, every document which was obtained during letter of acceptance as well as while you submitted your application for Canada, everything is going to be checked. That is the reason why more than 25% of the students lose their permanent residency or stay there in their stay in Canada. So first of all, CBSA officials, they are responsible to protect the interest of Canada. A lot of criminals, extortionists, scammers are trying to get into Canada, as you have just recently seen during the Moosewala murder case. One of the a culprit, he used his Facebook status from Canada, and he claimed that murder was done in due to his own interest. So to avoid that type of situation, so anyone getting into the Canada, that is the first point where the verbal discussion takes between CBSA official and any applicant coming to Canada to break the barrier. They want to know what you have done. Means you did the right things so far or they were wrong. Now you see, of course, Government of Canada also knows it and I also know. You are getting everything done from a unofficial agent, but he is doing everything in your name, on your email ID, and as well as on phone. They want to know that these documents were submitted by you. You see, every agent or your authorized representative, he prepares a SOP, statement of purpose, that is a covering letter, plus letter of acceptance, plus the visa application. Please must ensure you should get the copies of those documents, read it thoroughly. Whatever question I am going to give you, I can't give you reply because I don't know what your agent have provided the reply to these questions. Only once you read those questions from those 3 documents, you will be able to reply them all. There are around 40 questions, but depending upon your profile, visa officer may opt to ask you all the questions or skip all the questions and ask a few. It all depends on your discussion with them. I would like to point out, you see, do not take more drink because it is free of cost in the plane. Reason being, you are being interviewed at the airport, and if you have drunk more than requirement, you will not be able to reply to these questions, and the end result will be you will be deported back to your home country. Number 3, you see, CBSA officials, they are a intermediator between the applicant and the Government of Canada Immigration Department. Whatever they extract the information from you, there is a mic, there is a camera, everything is on record. Whatever you are talking, it is being recorded. So they sent this information to the Government of Canada. Further, I would like to point out, whatever the documents you have submitted so far, along with your passport, this is computer, it is stored on the computer. The moment you arrive in Canada, visa of the CBSA official can see every document on his computer screen. So what he is trying to do, he is comparing the questions or answers given in the documents, and he'll be asking few questions from you that you are the right person or the wrong person. So what are the questions? Number 1, what is your name? I will have to see towards downside because list is long, I can't remember so many things. Can I see your passport? He will ask you, and your passport should be in the good condition. That is the property of Government of India. You can't alter it, you can't do any addition, and it should stick well into its folder. Please, it is the property of Government of India and you have to protect it by all means. What is your country of origin? Now you see, he has got a passport. He knows from which country you are, but still he is going to ask you, what is your country of origin? Means from where you are coming. Your flight number. Please remember flight number. Reason being, what is happening? These are the 2 major airports of Canada, Vancouver as well as Toronto. There are many flights coming at the same time. After every 1 minute, you will find one flight is coming. So he's going to ask you flight number, and then next question he may ask you, how old are you? Now, when you go on the computer screen, if you find the similar names are coming up for the same person, then he may ask you date of birth. Then this date of birth you should tell the same what is written on your passport. Otherwise, you can get into trouble. Number 6, your city of birth and country of birth. Why he is asking this question? Because if you see, when you apply for your passport, at that time you have provided that information in your application. So if it is not your passport, you can't reply to it and you will get into trouble. The maiden name of your mother. You see, in Indian culture, when a girl is married, her name is different, and when before marriage her name is different, the last name. So you must know what is the last name of your mother. Where you are going now. Now this question is, don't get confused. It may sense into in which educational institution you are going. Second, it may give the sense where you are going to stay in Canada. So you can always ask him or her that the name of institute is this. Now you see, every university has got a number of campus. So you must be aware. Of course, you know the name of the university, but on which campus, where you are going to study. That's a part of it. When your course is going to start. This is very important, reason being, you are only allowed to arrive 30 days or lesser before the start of your course. If you come earlier, you will be sent back and you have to come back again by buying the ticket again. Because during the old days, mine is after 3 to 4 years back, students used to come here about 90 days in advance and start working and making the money. They never dare to go to the education institution. So this rule was constituted. Then what is the duration of the course? Number 12, where is the receipt of your fee paid to the institute? How much is the total fee? How much you have already paid? And who is going to pay the balance fee? Now the answer to this question is available in your statement of purpose and your study permit application. So please read from there to reply to this question. Where is the copy of GIC? You see, all the students who are arriving here on student direct stream, they have to show that how they are going to meet their day-to-day expenses. So they have to have a GIC into Canadian bank amounting to 10,000 Canadian dollars plus 200 is a processing fee. So you have to have that document at that particular time. Number 14, how you are going to pay the second year fee of your studies. This answer is also in your SOP, statement of purpose. If you have taken bank loan, please bring those documents along with you to show that you got the bank loan, and that's the best way of it. Because in Canada, 100% students, they avail the bank loan facility. So Canadian visa officers or CBSA officials are well conversant with the banking system. It does not mean that your parents do not have money. It means your funds are secured with the bank. They rely more on the banks than your parents. Number 16, what is your plan after completing your studies in Canada? You should never say that I am going to work back here, because as per the study permit application, you are supposed to leave Canada after your studies. Of course, that will be decided later on, but at the airport, because your voice is being recorded, as well as video camera is there to record your all the movements. So please be very careful about this. If you are financed by a local citizen agency, then his or her income tax clearance is required. You see, sometimes the Canadian citizens or the people who are working in Canada, their children come over to Canada for further studies. In those circumstances, you must get their income tax clearance certificate to show at the airport. Then the question, you see, I am going to repeat few questions. Why? Now his visa officer knows if you are telling lie. When he did the question first time, your reply will be different, and second time when he puts the same question again, your reply will be different. So be very careful. So again he has asked where you will be staying in Canada. Number 18, have you registered at the ArriveCAN application 24 hours in advance before getting into the plane in India? You see, presently, I don't know this rule will stay further or no. Presently, before you arrive in Canada, 24 hours prior to that, you are supposed to register yourself on ArriveCAN computer application. Then they cross-check, have you got your injection done in your home country or no? Because after coming over here, you may infect others like monkeypox and corona. As per Canada, we all are immunized, or we got the already 2 schedules of corona injection. So they want to avoid that type of situation. Number 19, when you passed your 10th grade exam, in which year you have passed your 10th grade exam? Because he has got the information on his computer. He's going to ask you to just compare whatever you're saying. Is it the same, whatever is written in the computer? So he may ask 10th grade, then 12th grade. What was the stream? Arts, science, commerce or engineering? Number 22, how your proposed course is relevant to your studies. Number 23, how will you go from the airport to your final destination? You see, if you are arriving in Vancouver and you are supposed to fly over to Regina or to Calgary or Abbotsford or anywhere else, you can always reply to it that you will be taking next flight. If you are taking taxi to go to your relative or friend or the rental accommodation, you can say I'll be hiring the taxi. And if someone have come outside the airport to take you home or to your final destination, you can tell his name or his phone number. The choice is yours, but do not lie anything. Reason being, you see, when you apply for study permit, you have filled up a family information form. If you have not mentioned the name of your brother or sister in that application, then you cannot say he is your brother or sister. Otherwise, he may think it other way around. Is there anyone to pick you up at the airport? Number 25, proof of COVID injection. You must carry the proof of COVID injections which you have taken in India. 26, do you carry medical insurance with you or not? If yes, then you have to provide him that document. 27, when you have cleared your IELTS exam. So you must know where you have cleared your exam, because when he see on the computer, he knows the certificate which you have provided. If that is bogus certificate, the information you will be providing, it will not be reflected into that. So when you have cleared your IELTS exam and what was your score, please remember it and you should have a copy of it. 28. What is your relation with the person who has come to the airport to pick you up? Note, do not say brother or sister if his or her name is not into your family information form. You can always say family friend, so don't get into trouble. 29. Why you took this course? 30. Why did you choose Canada? Why not Australia? Why not UK? Why not USA? 31. What is the duration of your program? 32. What is your plan to do after finishing your studies? You should never say that you are going to work in Canada. You can easily say, because he is not going to punish you for that after completing of this program, I'll go back to my home country and next I will discuss it with my parents or with my wife. Then I'll decide what I'm going to do. 33. Which campus of the university you are going in? Note, you see, every university has got a number of campuses or a number of colleges affiliated to it. So you have to tell the campus where you are going to study. This question why is asking? You see, you have rented your accommodation in some different city and your camp is in different city, then it may cause problem for you. So try to tell that for few days you will be staying with your relatives, then you will rent a accommodation near your campus and then move to the new place. So whatever information you want to give, think it before replying to this question. I will give you few notes. Your passport must be valid, in good condition, no damage, with no alteration and addition. Your passport is the property of Government of India. You can't do any alteration and addition to do that. Number 2, CVSA officials have to compare your photos. You see, first of all, you have provided the digital photos to the your education institution. Then at the time of visa application, then when you arrived at the airport, you did some entry through automatic machine. Then you are coming and personally appearing in front of the immigration CBSA official. Now these all the 4 photographs should tally. If you are wearing turban, the photograph which you have sent at the time it is with the turban, you must wear the turban. Otherwise it will cause mismatch and may cause into trouble. And then found on your passport your physical appearance when you are standing in front of him. Any discrepancy can lead to trouble. Number 3, do not drink heavily while in plane because that is free of cost, as it may cause you to forget everything written in your visa application. Number 4, do not carry more weight per suitcase. As mentioned on your ticket, do not carry any battery or cells in the suitcase which are deposited with the airline. So what happens when you arrive, when you are coming to departure hall and delivering your suitcases which you are not carrying inside the plane, they are sent and x-rayed through a different machine. If that suitcase gets a battery or cells or 1.5 volt cells, it will give alarm. You will be taken out of the plane, told to open the suitcase and get it checked to keep all the passengers safe, because that luggage is going to be loaded into the same plane. You can always buy the batteries on arrival in Canada, so don't do that mistake. In your carry bag, do not carry a toothpaste more than 50 milligram. You see, we all are habitual to do toothbrush 2 or 3 times in a day. So in your carry bag which you are taking inside the plane, you should take only 50 milligram of the toothpaste. If it is more than that, they will just throw in the garbage and they will not permit you at the security checkpoint. Do not carry any tools, no iron rods, no explosives. Small quantity of medicine is okay. If you are carrying medicine for 6 months or more, doctor note will be required. So just think it over. Please carry all hard copies of your documents in your carry-on bag. Why it is so? When you arrive in Canada, your luggage goes to the belt station, and that is outside the immigration department. So first, after coming out of plane, the first point you will be meeting to the immigration official. Your luggage is only one which you are carrying with the bag. On study permit or when you are on a work permit, you are allowed to carry all your documents, and you must have a list of documents, then arranged annexure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You must know on which page it is. Whatever document the CBSA official or the immigration official is asking, just show him in original to him or her. Number 7, read the statement of purpose again and again, as all these questions are answered in that SOP. Any deviation can create trouble for you. Number 8, make sure do not carry excess currency, gold ornaments, drugs along with you. Check the airport of departure and arrival. Your air agent can guide you better. Number 9, if you are not able to make out the questions, you can always say repeat it please, because whatever happens, Canada the English is different. We are following the American accent, whereas in India we are following the UK accent. If the immigration official asks you some question which you are not aware with it, don't get confused. You can always request him, please repeat it, so that you can understand it. If you are sick and not able to speak, sometimes you see you get something stuck in your throat and you may not be able to speak. In that case, just have a piece of paper, just write it down and show it to him in the block letters, so that he should not say that you are not able to follow the English or something. Then he knows that you may be sick or so. Number 11, always reply only to the question. Do not start giving the explanation. You see, especially this problem is with the ladies. If you ask them a simple question, they will start replying into a very large sentences. More you speak, the more trouble you can get into it. So whatever the question he asks, there is no fast train going on. You can always think and reply to him or her, and reply in the shortest words, so that there should not be more trouble for you. Few questions are deliberately asked time and again to verify the authenticity of your replies. So these, I have prepared a detailed list of these questions after asking a number of students. So I have tried my best. In future, if some more questions come in, I would like to refurbish it again. This video is being loaded on 27th of August 2022. So please bear with us. If you feel comfortable and you think that this video makes some sense to you, share it with the other students. Thank you very much. Stay connected with us.